Yo kids, welcome to the further trig question, right? So this is a non-right angle triangle trig question towards the end of the paper. So it's either the cosine rule, the sine rule, or the area equals a half AB sine C rule, all three of which are on the front of the paper. It says here, by first calculating the size of BAC. So the first thing we have to do is work out this angle here. Now the only way you can work out an angle using the cos rule is if you have all three sides. I don't have all three sides, so this is going to be a sine rule question, okay? So I'm going to use the sine of this over this equals the sine of this over this. So let's just tell the examiner I know what I'm doing, and I'll write sine A over A equals sine B over B. Then I'll do it again with the numbers. So sine of the angle we're looking for over 6.4 equals sine 46 over its opposite side, 5.3. And obviously I'm sure you're aware that basically this divide by 6.4 goes over here as a times, right? So sine of the angle we want equals sine 46 divided by 5.3 times by 6.4. So chuck all of that in your calculator and then effectively press shift sign. Your calculator will say sine to the minus 1. Do that and that'll give you the angle. It's an acute angle. It's not the scale, but it looks 50-ish, 60-ish, something like that. Get an idea of what you think it is before you do it, right? So sine 46 is that. Divided by 5.3 is that. Times it by 6.4 is that. Now that is the sine of angle A. I need to reverse that sign now, so press second F sine. So you can see sine to the minus 1. On a Casio calculator you'll have to now press answer, but on this one we can just press equals, and it comes out as 60.3 degrees, which is great, because it looked to me like it was going to be about 60, so I'm happy with that. So let's write that in, that's 60.3 degrees. Then it says, calculate the area of the triangle, right? So the area of a triangle using further trig is a half times A times B, so that's two sides, times the sine of the angle that's in between them, what we call the included angle. Excuse me. Now I have these two sides, so I'll be doing a half times that times that. But the angle included between them is this one here. And I'll need that. And of course I haven't worked it out yet, but that's easy, because the angles in a triangle add up to 180, and I know two of them. So I'm just going to do 180, take away the 46, take away the 60.3, that makes that 73.7. So it's these three numbers I will now utilize in the formula. Alright, so I'll just move the paper up. So the area will be a half times the 6.4 times the 5.3 times by the sine of 73.7. Get your calculator and press some buttons. 0.5 times 6.4 times 5.3 times sine 73.7, and there's your answer. Now they've gone to one decimal place in the question, so let's follow that in the answer. It doesn't say how much to round it to. So 16.3 centimeters squared. 5 easy marks if you know what you're doing.